Hello guys, welcome back. In this video I can tell most interesting things about space you probably don't know. So let's start. There is such a great amount about space, our planetary group, the cosmic system, that we actually don't have the foggiest idea. Space is tremendous. With billions of worlds and stars, and planets in our own planetary group yet to be completely investigated or perceived, researchers' information on space is continuously advancing. There are, nonetheless, a few truly cool things we realize about space at the present time. We've ordered a rundown of our thought process or 10 heavenly realities that we trust you'll believe are mind-blowing. Space is totally quiet. There is no environment in space, and that implies that sound has no medium or method for going to be heard. The most sultry planet in our planetary group is 450 degrees Celsius. Venus is the most sultry planet in the planetary group and has a typical surface temperature of around 450 degrees Celsius. Did you have any idea that Venus isn't the nearest planet to the Sun? That is Mercury. You would feel that Mercury would then be the most sweltering, yet Mercury has no climate, which directs temperature, bringing about huge variances. A full NASA spacesuit expenses $12 million. While the whole suit costs a cool $12 million, 70% of that cost is for the rucksack and control module. Nonetheless, the spacesuits that NASA utilizes were worked in 1974. Assuming these were evaluated by the present valuing, they would cost an expected $150 million. The Sun's mass takes up 99.86% of the nearby planet group. The Sun represents 99.86% of the mass in our nearby planet group, with a mass of multiple times that of Earth. Did you had any idea about that the Sun is comprised of for the most part hydrogen, 3/4 worth, with the remainder of its mass ascribed to helium? Assuming the Sun had a voice, could it be high and noisy from all that helium? 5.10 lakh Earths can fit inside the Sun. The Sun is huge enough that roughly 1.3 million Earths could fit inside, on the off chance that crushed in, or on the other hand, assuming the Earths held their circular shape, 960,000 would fit. Yet, could you at any point envision that number of Earths? There are a larger number of trees on Earth than stars in the smooth manner. There are around 3 trillion trees on planet Earth, and between 100 to 400 billion stars, roughly, in the world. The nightfall on Mars seems blue. Similarly, as varieties are made more sensational in nightfalls on the planet, dusks on Mars, as per NASA, would seem somewhat blue to human spectators watching from the red planet. Fine residue makes the blue close to the Sun's essential for the sky considerably more visible, while typical light makes the red planet's recognizable corroded dust tone the most discernible to the natural eye. There are a larger number of stars in the universe than grains of sands on the planet. The universe stretches out a long ways past our own world, the smooth way, which is the reason researchers can gauge the number of stars that are in space. Nonetheless, researchers gauge the universe contains roughly 1 septillion stars, or a septillion. While nobody can really count each and every grain of sand on the Earth, the assessed complete from specialists at the College of Hawaii is somewhere near 7 quintillion, 500 quadrillion grains. That is an outrageously enormous sand palace. One day on Venus is longer than 1 year. Venus has a sluggish hub revolution which requires 243 Earth days to finish its day. The circle of Venus around the Sun is 225 Earth days, making a year on Venus 18 days under a day on Venus. There is a planet made of jewels. There's a planet made of precious stones 2 times the size of Earth. The super-Earth, otherwise known as 55 Cancri E, is no doubt shrouded in graphite and jewel. Visiting that planet would most likely compensation for the $12 million spacesuit expected to arrive. I hope you like this video and don't forget to subscribe and follow our Facebook page.